Hello friends, I am Yashwant Kumar welcoming you to our educational channel Phenomenal Studies. Or like I told you in the previous class, we have a plan, and I have a plan for everything how the study of yours will go on. So the plan is, my friends, that we will tackle first of all the reasoning section. If you will check the syllabus out, then you will find that the most common section in all of the classes, like whether it is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, it is the reasoning section, and it has a wide variety. So it will be a tiebreaker or marks achiever. The one who score and who has a sound knowledge of this section can make a good score, because all other sections like the science in NSO, the chapters of science, or in IMO, the chapters of mathematics are well known to everyone. But a proper sense of reasoning can give you a lead. So let's talk about it. So the first topic today we have taken is the direction sense. It is one of the kind of difficult lectures or difficult exercise you guys face, and a lot of you guys also demanded for the sessions of this chapter. So today we are going to see how the questions related to it are solved and some basic concepts of this chapter. Okay, so first of all, let's be concerned about it. Like in the mapping and in direction sense, the upper one is noted at north, the lower one is south, and you can see the direction here located as east and here is west. So it's the proper implement as well as the suitable position of each of these sides when we plot it on the board or copy. Okay, now these are the middle directions also, like the midway one. Like basically there are 4 directions, but they are the substituent or coordinating directions, like the between the bisectional direction. Like it is between south and east, that's why it is named as southeast, and it is between south and west, so it is named as southwest. Okay friends, now if you see, then you can consider it as the right hand section is denoted as the east, and the left hand one is denoted as the west, and upper and down are the north and south. Okay, so this is the basic concept of figure 1. Now let's go to the figure 2. Now the figure 2 defines that in the questions there is often written that this is Ram goes in the north and then take the left and then take the right. So let's consider it also, like if someone goes in a particular direction, then what do you consider a left and what do you consider a right? So you can see clearly here in the north, the left section of yours is noted as left, and the right section or right hand side is noted as the right. In the east direction, the left section or left direction is noted as the upside, and the right direction is noted as the downward side. In the south one, it is just the opposite of the above, like the north one. The right one becomes the left and the left one becomes the right. And in the same way, the west one, it is just opposite of the east one, like the upward is right and the downward is left. Okay friends, so it is what figure 2 defines us about the left and right section. Let's come to the figure number 3. Now there are clockwise and anti-clockwise directions. So before dealing with this chapter, let's remind the clockwise motion, like how the arm wrist watch or the watch which is hanged on the wall moves. So the motion of that clock is like this way. So the clockwise direction is always like from up to downward side, and the anti-clockwise is from down to upward side. So you can see like in north there is clockwise direction which is in the right alignment or right hand side, and the anti-clockwise in the left alignment or left hand side. The same way in the east it is anti-clockwise in the upward direction and clockwise in the downward direction. So the conclusion is, friends, like the left one or left hand side is taken as the anti-clock and right hand side is taken as the clockwise direction. Don't be confused about it whether it is written as the clockwise or anti-clockwise. You just have to consider it as a left or right. Now that brings us to the last one, like which is figure number 4. Here you can see that there is a kind of thing like the angle change. Like in lot of questions you will see that theta is going in the east direction and then turns 90 degree in anti-clockwise direction. So anti-clockwise direction is like this, like you see the left hand side movement, and left hand side movement is like upward direction. So you can see like 0 to 90 is this, and then 90 to 180, and 180 to 270, and 270 to 360. You guys often have observed it in a protector. Like if you see it, then there is a 180 degree like half circle. Here you can I have a draw of it. You can see it. The drawing is not so good, but you can consider it. And then there are lines which come at a certain point denoting the various angles. Here it is 180, here it is the midpoint, and here it is 0. Then the angles in the multiple of 15 or 5 starts 15, 30, 45, 90, between it something. So it's like that. So the thing is, with the increase in angle, when the angles increases, the anti-clock motion begins. Like you can see from 0 to 90 the motion is quite anti-clock. Okay, so be clear with it. Now let's also consider a point like when it is something an angle between 0 to 90, like a midway 45 degree. So what will you consider it? So you will consider it in a midway direction which is north and east. So it's like that. So that's it about the basic concepts of direction sense. This is the part 1, friends. I will also tell you and about the YK tricks, like how to handle it in a more easy way in the part 2. But this is the portion which is often given in the books also. So now deal with the questions. We will deal with the questions, and we have taken few questions on the basis of this. So let's see what the questions are. Wait a minute and give a time to write me the questions. Okay. So welcome back, guys. Here these are the 3 questions which we have to discuss right now. So the first one is, you can clearly see that Harsh starts walking straight facing south, and after 15 meters he turned to his right and walked 10 meters and turned to his left, and again after walking a distance of 5 meters he turned to his left. In which direction he is facing now? So the concept is quite clear. Like you can see here, I have draw a figure. It is north, it is east, it is west, and it is south, and the left and right alignments are quite shown to you. You can see it clearly. So let's start making it. Okay, so here facing south, so you have to begin downward. Okay, and he just started walking and 15 meter covered in this direction. 15 meter, is it okay with you guys? Now after this 15 meter he just turned his right, so the right one is in this direction. Okay, and after that he walked 10 meters here also. Then he turned left. So which one is the left? Right now he is in this which direction? West one. So the left alignment will be like this. You can see. Okay, clear guys? So if he is walking in the left and after covering a distance of 5 meters, he just turned his left again. So right now he is facing south direction, and when he turned to the left, which direction he is facing now? So the left alignment will be east. You can clearly see here. So the answer is east. Clear guys? You just have to mark it and you have a clear concept. In any case this type of question come in your exam, you just have to draw this diagram first, so that it is quite clear to you how the movement will go on. Okay, if you find it quite critical in solving and assuming, then I have a parent method of solving it also. I will show you that in the part 2 of it. So right now let's deal with it with this. So a tourist drives a 10 kilometer towards east. So first of all friends, which direction is east here? So maybe the point of tourist will be this. Let's take an initial point, and he is driving the car in the east direction 10 kilometers. It is clear friends? Now he turns right. Which one is the right one? Here. After turning to the right, he just drive 3 kilometers. So let the line a bit smaller, because it is 3 kilometers. Now then he drives towards west, turning to the right. You can clearly see friends, like when he turned here, so right now he is facing south, and the only way to drive to the west is to turn right. So that's why he turned right and drive 10 kilometers here. So it will be like this. Now then he turned his left to drive 2 kilometers. So turn his left. What will be the left friends? From this west direction, the left one is towards down, and this will be the final position of him. And right now it is 2 kilometers, it is 3 kilometers, and it is 10 kilometers. So you can sum up the distance, like from here to here it will be 3 kilometers, and from this downward it will be 2 kilometers. So then if you have to find out the distance from the initial or starting point, you just have to sum up 3 and 2, which will be 5 kilometers, and then the direction which he is facing, so you can clearly see that it is south direction. Okay friends, after solving these questions, I don't feel that there is any sort of doubt in your minds. So be clear about it. No one can stop you from winning or cracking this Olympiad examinations. So let's see the third one and the final version of it. And rest of the questions can be easily done by you. If you guys have any sort of problem at any moment, you can just text me directly on WhatsApp, so that me and my team will be available for you. No matter how many questions you have a problem with, we will deal with it within 24 hours. Okay, if we wouldn't be able to deal with all the questions, then we must show you the concept how it is done. Okay, so let's see the clockwise and anti-clockwise. It is the final version of it. So far as clockwise and anti-clockwise direction is concerned, you are quite concerned, because in the starting of this video I have also remind you that the clockwise one is taken as the right hand and the anti-clockwise one is taken as the left hand side. So let's start. Now you can see that angel starts walking towards east. So this will be the initial point of angel. She is walking towards east here, and she walked 3 kilometers and then turned 90 degree in a clockwise direction. What will the clockwise direction, friends? So it will be right hand side moment, and the right hand side moment is clearly visible here, you can see. So it is 4 kilometers. Now the question is, what will the shortest distance between the starting and final point? So it is quite a kind of question of displacement too. A lot of kids of class 7, 6 and 8 are quite be familiar to the word displacement. Those who are not, then let me clear it to you. It is the shortest distance between the final and initial point. And in straight words, it is the straight line path between 2 points. Because you all are aware of it that no distance can be shorter than a straight line path. Like if you just raise it from here or here, then also it will be a greater distance or length than the straight line one. So the shortest distance always be the straight line path. Okay. So now how will you solve this kind of question? So it brings us to the Pythagoras formula, which I written it here. You guys often heard it, like the classes of 7 and 8 I am talking. So it's a right angle triangle, you can clearly see here, right angle triangle, and it is applied on this triangle also, only this triangle. Okay, like the quite compulsory thing is that a middle angle or middle vertex angle is of 90 degree to follow this rule. So you can see that to obtain the largest side, which is hypotenuse here, we have to sum up the squares of two smaller sides which are shorter in length than the hypotenuse. So it is the key to solve this question. Let's see it. Like to find out this one, we have to be like h square is equal to p square plus b square, and h is equals to under root p square plus b square, and p square you can consider any of the side. Like I mentioned that right now it is not quite important to consider p and b or focus your attention on p and b. You just have to put the two directions, like which is 4 kilometers. So the square of 4 and the square of 3, and then you will add up these two quantities and obtain 25, and then the roots will be 5 kilometers. So the answer is 5 kilometers, friend. That's it with the concept of direction sense, and it is the part 1. We will discuss another approach of solving these questions in part 2. So thank you, friends.